Welcome to day 2. Our exercises on the first superset are going to be a banded scap row, which we'll go over. We're going to be doing that for 20 seconds. Our next is we're going to do a elevated lateral lunge for 20 seconds each side, and then we're going to do 20 or actually 30 seconds on the dead bug. Our first exercise is the banded scap row. We're going to go through this superset 4 times all the way through. I'm going to make sure my arms are locked out and straight. There's a lot of tension. The scap is between the shoulder blades. I want to pull my arms without straightening them. Good. So what you'll see is her arms are straight. She's not bending them, but she's getting a contraction in the middle of her back. Big pulls all the way back. Open that back all the way up. Really work on pulling with the scapula without bending your arms. Good. Our next exercise is an elevated lateral lunge. Now, what this does is also increases your range of motion. The taller that the plate is, or a box or a stool, the more range of motion that you're going to be increased. So in advanced, I want you lower or almost nothing on the ground, slightly elevated. Beginner, I want you to go almost on a step height or about a foot and a half off the ground. So as we do our lateral lunge, you're going to see that her foot is going to open slightly to a 45-degree angle on the plate. It's not going to stay square. It's going to open up and her knee is going to follow. She's going to be pushing away from her pinky toe. Again, this is great for building the glutes. Push the ground away from yourself with your pinky toe. Good, and switch. Oh, that works too. We'll go ahead and keep that foot open. That chest is very tall. I'm sitting down and back. I'm not going forward. I'm sitting in that chair going really far down and back. Good. My wife's favorite core exercise is a dead bug. What you see is she literally looks like a dead bug on the ground with her legs in the air. It's going to mess with your brain a little bit. Take your time, take it easy on yourself. Opposite arm, opposite leg are moving. The other two are staying completely still. Just like that. My lower back, imagine I'm pushing my belly button through the ground. Opposite arm, opposite leg, now switch. So again, staying still, moving together in unison. Really good for intramuscular coordination and for people who have some stability and coordination issues. It's a really good burner. Rest. The next superset we'll be going through 3 times. The first one is a spinal hygiene. We'll be doing this for 45 seconds. The next is we're going to be doing Zerchers, my favorite lower body movement, for 30 seconds. And then we're going to get right into banded rotations, high to low. On spinal hygiene, what we're going to be doing is we're going to make sure we're leading with the head. I'm rounding the cervical spine to the top, letting it fall down, and then leading with my cervical spine again and opening all the way back up. Letting everything ooze down, tuck my chin, and open up. Watch my wife do it so I can cue it up. Everything starts to relax at the top of the head. It's great for the middle of the day. We're gonna let everything go down and down and down, and then we're gonna lead with the arms and head at the same time and reach up. So we're gonna go into flexion in the full spine, round it, and then we're gonna go right into extension with the arms and lower back opening all the way back up. Last one. Head tucked down, arms go down, round that back, and then lead with the head. See the spine start to move like it should. Good. My favorite lower body movement is a Zercher, right? It's going to work on, I call it caveman strength. We're going to have to hold the dumbbell or the barbell here. If your upper back is too weak, it'll get you down, and if your hinge is wrong, it'll get you here. So we're working upper body and lower body. So if you can't do a barbell, you could hold a broomstick, you could hold a duffel bag, you could hold anything. She's going to drive her elbows up, which is actually activating the middle of the back. The feet are going to open up slightly wide, and she's going to go ahead and go. She's going to control the way down and push on the way up. Control the way down and push on the way up. It is called a Zercher squat, AKA caveman strength. Good. Our core of this superset is banded rotations, high to low. So again, as usual, I'll be the pole. You can attach it. It can be a cable stack. I'm going to hold up just like I would be the band, and she's going to be rotating from high to low. Watch her knee rotate in. Go ahead and go. Good. Her upper body and lower body are working in unison. We call it squashing the bug on the back leg. Really take time to rotate. If you don't have any bands or tension and you're stuck at home, quarantined, snowed in, just use your body or add very light weight, 3 to 4 pounds. Good. Our next superset and last one for the day is a pullover to press. We're going to be doing this for 30 seconds. This is a new movement that you can take very gradually if you've been going through the full entire week 1 to where we are at week 7. So we're going to do a pullover to press for 30 seconds. Our next is a 90-90 mobility hip rotation. We're going to do that for 25 seconds, and then we have a boxing uppercut, uppercut, jab, jab for 30 seconds. The first exercise, pullover to press. Again, 2 movements in one. We're going to work on the back and the serratus as well as the press. So what she's going to do is start back. Here comes the pullover, right to a press. Good. Pull over, good, right to a press. Good job, perfect. Pull over, press. Go back a little further back with the dumbbells. As you can see, sometimes it's trial and error. A little further back, up, press. Good job, last one. Pull over and press. Good job, rest. Our next exercise is one of my favorite mobility exercises called a 90-90. What you're gonna do is you're gonna sit down on your butt. You're gonna get both legs to a 90-degree angle. If we remember back to grade school or high school, whatever your education is, mine is high school, what we have is a 90-degree angle and a 90-degree angle. Your heels will be in the ground, and we're gonna be like windshield wipers, just rotating back and forth. Here we go. You're gonna push one leg down and push the other leg down too. So both knees are trying to go into the ground. And we're gonna be going back and forth, back and forth. Really take your time. If you have to have someone help support you, that's fine too. It should be enough to have your hands on the ground. Good. Our last but not least, it's a burner. We're gonna go uppercut, uppercut, jab, jab. So body to one side, 1, body to the other side, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you watch my wife do it, again, we'll add a little intensity to it. I want you to keep your pace. So we'll go uppercut, uppercut, jab, jab, uppercut, uppercut, jab, jab, uppercut, uppercut, jab, jab. And if you want to hold weights, you can too. Very light weights. Good job. Our last exercise on day 2, it's a new isometric. We're going to be doing a bad girl, which you've had in every single week, but we're going to add a mini band and a static hold. She'll still squat down. She'll drive her knees out as far as she can to where we'll be really working this glute med in these hips or the abductors, and we're going to hold as long as we can. Again, a minute's great. If you can go past that, keep pushing yourself. If you can't, start with 30 seconds. That's fine too.